Hey there, I'm Jill Beccaro, integrative health practitioner and owner of Wellness Riot. And I want to share with you today the 5 lifestyle tweaks that you can make that will dramatically improve your well-being. Dramatically? That seems a little dramatic. Okay, here we go. I'm going to give you each tweak as well as a specific action step you can take today to get started. Number 1, remember your why. Why do you want to lose weight? Why do you want to eat clean? Why do you want to work out more? I hear all the time, I can't have carbs. I have to go to the gym. Why? Keeping your why top of mind will help guide you and put any changes you're making into perspective. For example, eating anti-inflammatory foods doesn't really mean anything to me, but being able to get on the floor and play cars with my 10-year-old because my joints don't hurt, now that means a lot. Your action step is to write down your why, keep it handy, keep it visible, and always keep it in mind. Number 2, think beyond food. Often we don't consider things like stress, work, physical activity, relationships, toxin overload, or sleep. I'm telling you, you can eat all the salads and smoothies you want, but if you're working 80 hours a week in a toxic relationship, not sleeping, or overscheduled, at best you'll see some improvements and then plateau. But often we don't see any changes at all and we end up feeling frustrated. So always take a holistic view. Action step. Write these things down and rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. You ready? Stress, work environment, home environment, movement or physical activity, sleep, toxins, relationships, and community. Now put some attention on those areas where you scored the lowest. Number 3 tweak that will improve your well-being is remember what our bodies and minds know, love, and are familiar with. Some things we see as normal today really aren't. Sitting all day, being inside, on screens, staying up all or most of the night, driving, drinking out of plastic, taking medication, processed foods, pesticides, and cleaning with chemicals are all things that we see as everyday and not out of the ordinary. But when we think a few thousand or even a few hundred years ago, almost none of this was in place. It really is a tiny sliver of time that this has been our norm compared to how long humans have been on the planet, and our bodies just haven't had time to adapt. This also applies to getting healthy, processed healthy snack bars, sugar-free beverages, counting calories, grams or ounces, invasive procedures like stomach stapling or liposuction. These things are all foreign to our bodies. And our bodies will try to compensate and deal with it, and they are experts at doing so, but it takes energy and causes stress. So it's always best to stick to what's in alignment with nature. Action step. Go through your day and compare your environment, your actions, your routine, your food to what it might have been like 10,000 years ago. Number 4, stop being everyone or anyone else. We are all different, and while there are some things that are generally good for all of us, like eating more vegetables, drinking plenty of clean water, there's a lot that can vary from one person to another. Have you ever started a diet or eating plan with a friend, family member, or coworker, and one of you does great and one not so much? Or have you ever bought a book, started to follow the plan, but you don't actually feel any better? In fact, you feel even worse? Then what happens? We think it must be something we did wrong. So on top of not seeing the improvements we want, we feel terrible about it. And we start questioning our integrity, our ability to commit, or our knowledge. Nothing is for everyone. Some of our bodies tolerate dairy, some don't. Some do well with grains, some like to go longer between meals, some thrive on raw foods. When we tune into our bodies and really feel what works and what doesn't, it's amazing what we can do and how great we can feel. Action step. Track what you eat and how you feel for a few weeks. And consider not only things like tummy issues, but how do you sleep, your energy levels in the afternoon, mood fluctuations, aches and pains, and mental clarity. Take that information and use it to decide what to keep, what goes. And last, number 5, don't try to make 50 changes overnight. I've done a 7-day health challenge and a 21-day health challenge, and they went well, but I will tell you what happened on day 8 and day 22. Back to the routine I was used to and back to the health issues I was used to. Of course, because these were unsustainable changes that were never meant for the long term. Making small but impactful changes over time may not seem glamorous or thrilling, But small changes work and they last without turning your world upside down. Changes should push you outside of your comfort zone, but they shouldn't add stress to your life because honestly, I think we all have plenty of that already. Action step. Think of one thing you can do to step towards health. Implement that change for a couple of weeks or until you're comfy with it, then add on. Okay, those were the 5 lifestyle tweaks that will dramatically improve your well-being. I'm Jill Baccaro, integrative health practitioner with Wellness Riot. Be well. Do you think that was dramatic enough?